Hi friends, welcome back. So in this video, I'll be talking about agile failures and the lesson learned from it. So whenever we are trying to adopt agile methodologies, definitely we do see a lot of failures while adopting these agile methodologies. There could be a lot of reasons are there for a failure in agile project, and from those failures, what are the lesson learnings we can make that I'm going to explain in this video. The first thing we do normally see is the lack of executive support. If you have lack of executive support or management support or leadership support, then agile projects will definitely fail, because when there is a challenge in getting a right support from the executives or senior management, then that becomes a big challenge, because they may not be supportive on the common principle or practices. Now here we should ensure that we should get a buy-in from senior management or leadership team, so that they understand the need of agile practices, agile principles. Necessary resources are required or support required is also required to be discussed with the leadership team, so that once we have a buy-in, when they are including as part of this agile group, then only we can succeed in any agile project. If we do not have a right support from executive team or leadership team, we may see a lot of failures in agile projects. And the next one is when we do not provide a adequate training or education while adopting agile projects. Definitely that time also we see agile projects will fail. So the lesson learned here is you should have a comprehensive training program for new resources. You should develop workshops for each member who can understand the principles, roles and practices, so that this online training or education needs to be ongoing, as well as we should coach regularly to reinforce all the agile concepts and continuous improvement. In this way, you can solve this inadequate training or education problems. And the next one is misalignment of organization culture. This is also one of the reasons why agile projects will fail, because when there are agile values such as collaboration, transparency, adaptability may clash with the existing organization culture or hierarchical structure. When that kind of problem is there, definitely the agile projects will fail. Now, how will we align this organization culture? The organization should assess their culture and works towards aligning with the agile principles, and you should create a culture of trust or empowerment or collaboration enables agile adoption as well as sustained success. And the next one is overemphasis on the processes. In some organization, we are more focusing on too much on the process being followed, tools, etc., without looking on the agile values or principles. Then that time also we may face failures. Here the lesson learned is agile is not just following set of processes, it's about our mindset of flexibility, adaptability as well as continuous improvement, so that each organization we have taken up agile project should ensure that it prioritizes the individual's interactions over the overall processes and tools. If we do that, definitely we can succeed in any agile projects. And the next thing we should look here is if there is a poorly defined requirements, also we may get into a challenges. When poorly defined requirements, then because of that it could lead to scope creep or even delays. Then what we should do to avoid this problem is we should emphasize collaborate with the stakeholders while there is a requirement gathering is happening, and you should see to that the continuous refinement of product backlog should also take place. Engage stakeholders early and often to ensure the shared understanding of our project objectives and priorities. In this way, we can enable the project for lesser scope creep and delays. Lack of customer involvement is also can create agile project failures. The agile projects may fail as the customer is not providing the right feedback or they are not supporting, then that time also your agile projects will definitely fail. In order to fix those problems, we should work closely with the customers, stakeholders, so that we can ask for regular feedbacks or loops, demos, and user testing, so that the customer can also prioritize their work accordingly and they can also be involved in delivering the projects. The next reason for failure could be lack of continuous improvement as well. Especially in agile initiatives, things may fail if you are not embracing for cultural of continuous improvements or so on, because we have to see to that our processes and outcomes are regular and continuously improving. If you are not able to or enable the team to do that, then we may see failures as well. Here, as part of lesson learned, here is what we should do is we should encourage the team to do regular retrospectives to reflect on the successes and area of improvements, so that we can have a mindset of experimentation, learning, and adoption to drive the continuous improvement.